Oh,
I'm here.
not this. Also, why is Wil muted? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I'm here.
Ooh, okay, outfit change. Anyway. Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we put the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst, because apparently I'm the only one that can do an intro correctly. Mm-hmm. I'm Logan Murphy, and you can call me a say something gay. Gay. We got to make the little addition there. I've had 2 sparkling waters in the last 15 minutes. So we're just drinking regular water now because hydration is important.
Hi, I'm Esme, here to slay. My edibles probably kicking in, so this will be a fun podcast for these two to witness. And I'm not drinking anything because I've been a little too hydrated and been pissing for like days. So let's go back. Let's pass it to Wil.
Who the hell are you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Hello, everybody. My name is Wil Justice. Pronouns are he, him, and his. And I am the Virgo vixen of New York.
Period.
And the #1 Cup fan.
Honest to God, that is a true statement. Full tea, that is a true statement. Well, you are finally here. We finally got you on. Oh, I'm so happy to finally have you on. Esme, I'm happy you're back in 2 consecutive podcasts. It's 2 consecutive. I'll take it.
Damn. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? No,
the gag is this one's coming out before the other one.
No, wait. Oh my God, it's so great to be
Oh my God, you're making your debut.
Oh my God. I was in and out of the hospital, guys. I'm fine. I mean, I just got back from a doctor's appointment and I'm gonna have to have intense surgery. So that's gonna be fun.
Well, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely and wonderful, and also lovely and wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else is lovely and wonderful? Call Me Mother. We are here, episode 2. We're just gonna have a completely different panel from episode 1 to episode 2 of this review. But
one quick thing I totally forgot to mention: what is in my cup today? We have water.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm
Period. I mean, me too.
I have air because.
Period. We love a metaphorical cup. I will say, honestly, y'all, so happy we decided to cover this season because already the entertainment value is there. And I'm loving it. What are we thinking? Quick overview, episode 1. What do we think so far moving into this episode?
Well, y'all knew I thought this was didn't think this is the show I was reviewing. We're not going to talk about that. It's too much. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I had a lot of fun with this. This is like the first other like drag show I've seen besides just Drag Race. I like the format. It's different, and I like it a lot. I'm Michaela Stan.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, I did live for Adoption Day, episode 1. Call Me Mother. This is like one of the few other drag competitions I've been watching. I'm currently watching Drag to the Titans, and I have watched Queen of the Universe, Lovely, and Drag U. This is amazing. Other than that, this is like a different format. I live. It's very much like younger contestants, and it's great to see young drag artists being highlighted and being mentored by these amazing queens. These amazing queens like Crystal, Miss Peppermint, Bada, and of course I am one of many Michaela's angels, which is very lovely. It's great to see her here. It's great to see. I definitely enjoyed Maya Fox. Definitely enjoyed Miss Shady. House of Dulcet, amazing. Yes.
I will agree. I mean, we are Michaela Couture apologists over here. I'm not sorry about it. Like, half the reason I wanted to cover the show was Michaela Couture. The other half was Peppermint, and I'm loving everybody else on the show.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at.
And of course,
I do want to preface this real quick. When Call Me Mother and Canada versus the World were filming, I had this like moment where I thought Michaela was gonna be on Canada versus the World competing, like as a guy. Like let's say like a Bretman Rock on Escape the Night All Stars or whatever.
Okay, we love the Escape the Night reference.
Like
yes.
I thought she was gonna be the Bretman.
And I think Michaela could have uncast still. They could be cast on Canada Drag Race being 19, right?
Technically, yeah. The age limit apparently in the US too is 18.
They're bumping it down to 18 apparently for season 16.
Well, allegedly it's been 18 for years. They just have never cast anyone under 18.
What?
I completely understand that. I feel like why even have it be 18 though? Because it's just like it doesn't.
Well, 18 for Canada is the legal drinking age.
No, I get 18 for Canada. I get 18 for like UK for like countries outside of the US that like where the drinking age is lower. But for the US, it doesn't fully make that much sense. Because I would just be I would feel so sad if I was like in MTUC and I was like 20 and just had to sit there.
Me too.
Well, now they only drink bubbly sparkling water, so
it was either bubbly. I thought it was either going to be bubbly, AHA, or the mocktails from House of Love.
Period.
I was living in season 2 when they had AHA.
Period. I was like, yes, thank you. AHA, if you would like to sponsor, I drink this nonstop. But yeah, I had a really fun time with Adoption Day. I have not gone back and watched season 1 yet. It's something it's on my list of things to do. We might cover it for the pod if we end up with like a lull in our Drag Race coverage, which probably won't happen, but we're considering it. But I didn't really know what to expect going into episode 1, and I had a really, really fun time. I loved everybody. I'm really sad that we lost 3 people in episode 1. Like, y'all could have just made 5-person houses.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching. I was like, okay, so I understand season 1 they couldn't do it because y'all brought in 10 people. But with 50 people, y'all could have easily made 5-person houses. I was sad for Kinchella. I wanted Kinchella to be in a house so badly.
I wanted Newfoundland. Newfoundland was like I love their drag, and I think their drag is great. And
I was the most sad about Kinchella.
I live for like that burlesque type of drag, like burlesque type of drag.
Well,
and I mean Bobby.
Body. Anyways.
And Champagne exists. No shade if you see this, Champagne.
This is no shade to Champagne.
You.
This is no shade to Champagne. We love you all. We love all the members.
I think they all do drag.
A period. They all exist as drag people. Anyway, let's move into this episode. We come into I don't know if there's an official name for this room that they're in other than like the workroom. I want to call it the Motherland.
They call it the Mothership, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is it the Mothership? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say Mothership then. I was like, Mother something. We're in the Mothership. Everybody's there. Dallas Dixon is there looking very attractive, as always.
Yes, ma'am.
We have the mothers come in out of drag, and I was like, hi, Barbada.
We got Crystal in full Arwen Hawkhauser drag.
That part.
Barbada looked stunning.
I was like, hello, Barbada. And then Peppermint, as always.
Yes.
Barbada coming in full Mr. Mosby.
That part.
Mr. Mosby on the SS Tipton with the
shorts.
Like,
it's very sweet life on deck, Mr. Mosby. Like,
and then Peppermint looks gorgeous as always.
Absolutely. So we start with the first Drag-Vantage challenge of the season, and it is to do a Mother and Me doll of your house mother. They had 15 minutes to put these dolls together, and I'm like, y'all could have given them a little bit more time.
Y'all can have like double time.
Literally.
30 minutes, like. And my first thought was, well, watch Stony Mac win this because Stony Mac like had a puppet like walking into the show. Like
wow.
like win the mini show. I was like,
Yeah, nobody was surprised by that one, let's be real. I thought most people did a good job.
I don't remember most of them. No,
I don't remember most of them either, but I do remember who won the mini challenge because guess what? I have a banner. So we have
Stony Mac,
Mac.
Weeby, and Michaela Couture.
I will say I'm loving Weeby. I didn't get a whole lot from Weeby in episode 1, and I'm kind of loving Weeby now.
I do love the inclusion that they had the different types of chest pads.
Period.
Obviously the breastplate and then obviously the chest plate for like the kings or whoever does want to do a mass presenting look.
I think what I appreciate the most about this show from these 2 episodes is just how inclusive they are. Like it really feels like they said, "Oh, Drag Race isn't going to do it. Okay, we'll go ahead and do it."
Dragula isn't doing their best, so we're gonna go harder.
I mean, speaking of Dragula, we get our mentor, coach, judge, auntie and guncle, Miss Fahrenheit, icon, legend, beauty, grace, all of it, who is returning from season 1. And they brought Landon cider. And I just love that because A, I love Landon. Truly obsessed with him. And B, I really appreciate them being a more inclusive show, bringing that inclusivity not only on the cast, but on the judge panel as well.
I feel like it's also very important to have a drag king on the show, especially when you were casting drag kings on your series. Because Landon can see it in a different lens, in a better lens, because Landon is a drag king.
Considering we do have like the performers who, there are some more mass presenting performers. Stony Lake is like in the middle, and then we have Justin a bit, and then we have plenty of the other kings. I lived for Guncle Landon. I was so happy to see him. And looking dapper as ever.
I was like, it had been too long since I'd seen Landon Cider on my television. So I was like, I needed to see some Landon. And Farra looking beautiful as always. So we get our 2 challenges for the week. We have our runway challenge, which is family photo. And we have our performance challenge, which is the family talent show, where you have to choreograph. Okay, now here's what I'm going to ask. Choreograph a lip sync or choreograph a number to Walking on Sunshine by Katrina.
I'm going to say it's a number because there was no lip sync.
There was no lip sync. I was going to say there was no lip syncing.
There was barely a lip sync.
Only one house lip synced.
Right. Oh, damn.
Like, only House of Glass lip sync.
This was a huge difference than not to like
and the other one
again
just to the song.
I do live for these other drag shows having the budget to use these songs and challenges with shoes, with go check out the episode 2 review of Drag Titans. With shoes, Walking on Sunshine.
Shares.
Oh my god. Shoes.
Some shoes.
And then we also have coming in to assist with the performances. Oh no, what was her name? The designer.
It was Lucinda Mew and
Wigzaddy. I remember.
Love Lucinda Mew. She has done plenty of looks for like the Canada Drag Race girls. Not to cut you off, Logan. My apologies.
You're good, baby. Don't worry.
Lucinda has done like a bunch of the looks for like a bunch of the queens on Canada. Ideally, Fierce's Sleeves finale. And then of course Bombay's finale look as well. So shout out to Lucinda Mew. You do you. Shout out to Wigzaddy because you got some amazing wigs.
Wigzaddy did a lot of. I know she wasn't on for long, but she did. They did a lot of Juice Box's wigs for season 1. I think a lot of Cynthia's for season 2. Working with most of the Toronto girls. I was gonna say, didn't Lucinda also do Priyanka's hand down look?
I think she did.
I think she did.
I know her and Eve 6000 work a lot together.
Yeah.
Like how she even, like Eve's makeover plan, like Eve literally did a whole makeover look with Miss Lucinda.
Yeah.
I love her. I enjoy her TikTok as well.
Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit.
Oh, not the lag.
Okay.
We're just not gonna blur the background, babes.
No, that was the
Babe.
issue. Babe.
Babe.
I will be right
Bananas.
back real quickly. My apologies.
You're good, baby. Don't worry.
Then there were two.
So I love the way also that they're doing the like rehearsals and all of that. Like the mothers are very involved.
Mhm.
We have, everybody coming in to sort of assist. I love that it feels very nurturing, which is like the one thing we don't really get a whole lot of from Drag Race itself.
Mhm.
And
much more like interaction of the like queens, the judges with the queens personally.
Yeah.
They were the ones doing the choreography instead of like getting like a Todder call and to do it. Or having
and all of these are very capable queens, so it makes sense.
Some more than others, but
oh, not that. Don't call out Crystal like that. Don't do that.
Sorry.
She might have gone home on a girl group challenge, but don't do her like that.
Sorry.
Alright. Well, speaking of, we do see the House of Glass kind of struggling a little bit in the rehearsal. Crystal, I want to pull for our running gamut of meme images. I want to pull Crystal's face where she's just like.
I don't think I know the one you're talking about. I don't think.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, it's during the rehearsal where she just has like a look of fear in her eyes. She's like. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Nodding,
I'm like,
smiling.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, do we just want to go?
I think it was interesting. Yeah, we can go into the runways, but I guess this happens afterwards because then after it's the runways and then it's the kind of talking about the it's a sit downs with their mothers.
With the mothers. I mean, we can bring it up now if you want.
The thing was I thought it was interesting that like, at least from how it was edited, it seemed like that Crystal like came in with a plan for her team, while the other two didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's different mothering styles.
And right. I just thought it was like an interesting like difference, and I was like, I wonder if like this will prove to be successful for Crystal that she kind of came in with a plan, or will it not?
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. Let us dive into
the runway looks.
The runway looks. First of all, the mothers and the guest judge panelists. Left to right, we have Farra, Crystal, Peppermint, Barbada, and Mr. Landon.
And we're back.
Woo! I have to say, Barbada ate.
Oh, she did.
Barbada
ate. Hair.
This look is everything.
I was looking for all the looks here. Are we getting into score soon, or
do we want to score these? We can.
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna do honest to God, full across the board. There's not a look I dislike.
Full across the board, overflowing for Barbada.
Full across the board. Actually, maybe not. They're gonna be a little mean. Full across the board, overflowing for Landon, 90 for actually Crystal.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say something about Crystal too. I was like, what is this? Mama still keep it full.
I think it's the collar that's just bringing it down a little bit.
It probably is.
But like, it's not bad. I think it's just when I see it next to these other things, it's just a little low. I feel like it's out on its own. It's a good look.
No, I got you. Let's move. So what I did is I pulled the image from the family photo itself. So we have all four of the runway looks on the screen at the same time. So we can kind of go from left to right and talk about all of them and score them. But first up, we have the House of Dulcet, Michaela Couture. I almost forgot Amara's name for a second. Ooh, sorry, girl. Amara, Justin a Bit, and Maya Fox. What do we think?
Great family.
Great family. I thought I thought they were all supposed to kind of look more uniform, but like not uniform, but like look like more
Cohesive.
together. But as soon as like the first team I was like, okay, no, it's not.
Because it's based on what they brought, not what they made.
Right. Like,
which is really interesting then, because it's like, how do you, like, we'll talk about the House of Glass, but like, how do you put all of those looks together into a cohesive thing? I don't think it
should have been critiqued on the overall cohesiveness, because they didn't know who they were going to be paired with. They didn't know
exactly.
They were just bringing looks from home. Like if this was like episode 2 or 3, when they had a chance to like know each other a bit better and then be able to kind of build a cohesive look together, or even
it is episode 2. But...
They probably did that. They probably did that in season 1 as well. We could go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was like, we'll get into House of Glass later. I was like,
I combined the first episodes because I watched them back to back.
Sure. What I will say, my favorite look out of all of these actually is Justin's. And I didn't really understand the critique about the wording on the back looking cheap. I didn't think it did. I also wish, I understand that there's 12 of them and they're all getting critiques, but I wish that we had gotten critiques from more than one person per artist, because it just felt like, oh, I'm going to say this like fairly positive comment about what you wore and like all of that. I didn't know. I will say I love Michaela.
Probably got more critiques. The queens at them, like the competitors themselves, actually got more critiques, but they just didn't get all of those. I will say my favorite look is probably Michaela's.
It felt very much like you get an artist, you get an artist, you get an artist, you get an artist. Peppermint overall. Mother overall. Mother. Okay.
I will say I like Michaela's look. The frustration with Michaela's look for me is if she didn't explain it in the confessional, I don't know if I would have got it.
True. I think I got that it was like a frame.
Yes.
But I don't think I would have gotten that it was supposed to be like different like phases and emotions of
like
her.
An abstract realization of her own life. Like I don't know if I would have gotten that on its own. Imara, Imara, I thought had a really good look. I mean, it's a bodysuit, but I thought it was very sentimental the way that she did it with her second runner-up sash. Her story in the mothership was very, very emotional, and I'm glad she had that moment. I think she looks good. I really like Justin's. I think the whole package put together is very well put together. And then with Maya's, I love that it was a nod to her Indigenous heritage, a representation of her grandma. I thought that was really nice. The only problem I had was that she was tripping over the look. But otherwise...
My only problem, I think, was same with that one. I think with Landon's... Not Landon's, whoops.
Ooh.
With Justin, I think that it's... I don't think it was cheap. I just wish it was easier for me to read on the back.
That part.
I wish it was just bigger, like was maybe like thicker. I just don't think it was. I don't think it was cheap. I don't think that's the right wording for that.
Yeah.
But I think it was just harder for me to read, and it took me to, like, I had to pause it to be able to like actually be able to read it. With just
sure.
I definitely would say I definitely enjoyed Imara's story when it came to like, you know, this is like a place I was at. Like I was second runner up, and you know, keep that like title with you because there is a potential that she could be first child in the drag. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Second runner up this season.
I did enjoy Justin's look. This is like my first time like seeing like a mass presenting like artists like in their element. Because I didn't get the chance to watch season 3 because Dracula keeps on switching platforms every single season at this point. I'm definitely gonna keep up with it on Shudder soon. Other than that, I like the look. I definitely understand the whole. I didn't understand the whole cheap thing. I could understand the lettering, but not everyone can understand the lettering. I do love Maya's look. We love an artist who celebrates their indigeneity, who celebrates their culture, of course. But of course, the tripping and falling did was my issue too. Michaela, I love her down. I'm a Runway and unbiased. I think I wish there was like gold leggings with it, but I do love how she showcased her amazing legs.
Mm-hmm.
Great legs. Love the sculpted wig, of course. I definitely thought it was a great look, but I wouldn't say. I do enjoy it.
No.
One thing
You
I
wanna
do
do
like
scores?
about Justin's look is that is also that the cane in the back is white too. I think that was
Yeah.
like a very nice detail.
All the details were there for Justin's, which made it frustrating for me that Farra was like, it looks cheap. Because I'm like, it doesn't, though.
It doesn't. Like
It doesn't. But, do we want to do scores?
Yes, ma'am. So we're gonna start from left to right in regards to scores, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What are we giving Michaela?
I'm going to give Michaela an 85.
I'm gonna give Michaela a 90 as of now. It would have been full with the extra detail, but this is how she interprets it, not how I interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep it up a 90.
I'm like torn between the set number, so I'm gonna follow her in the middle of it. I'm gonna give her an 87.
Mm-hmm.
Imara, I'm going to give also an 85.
I'm giving her an 82.5.
I'm giving her an 80.
Justin, I'm going to give Justin a 90.
I'm gonna give Justin a 93. I enjoyed the look, but I don't feel like my cup is full just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be just in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Justin's look. I'm gonna give it an 85.
And Miss Maya Fox, I'm gonna give Maya also a 90.
Definitely a 90. Well job. Great job. Had it not been for the tripping and falling, I would say it would have been full. Actually, it would have been full. It definitely would have been full.
I'm gonna give her an 87. Or no, yeah.
Right. Sure. Let's move to the House of Harmony. We've got Pepper, we've got Miss Shady, Je ne sais pas, and Weeby.
Weeby. I do enjoy Pepper's take on the Polaroid. And then of course shaking it like a Pepperoid during the presentation. I live for that part. Miss Shady. I lived for this. I do kind of wish the wig was elevated because I do love a highlight moment. I wish it was kind of like elevated in my opinion, but this is again like her take on it. I do live for a queen. Again, I live for an artist who embraces the culture.
Yeah.
Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. I don't want to be harsh. I don't want to be harsh. I'm gonna try to be constructive, journalistic integrity. What was this? I don't mind the negative. I just wish there was something more with the negative. Like she could have put some negatives on the boots. And I do agree with who was the one judge that gave that critique of I wish there were like the negatives were like in her
Farra.
hair or something.
It was Farra.
I definitely agree with Miss Farron. Miss Farra with that critique, of course. I definitely do wish like I also wish like the wig was like the same color as like the Polaroid. Like, oh, we lost Esme.
Bye, Esme.
And
Anyway.
and then with Weeby, I'm excited to say her name all season long. At first, when I heard the story, I was like, okay.
I'm okay. I'm back.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It literally just I didn't lose connection to the internet. It just said try like
Good. Anyway, well, what were you saying?
At first, when they were in the mothership talking about it, I was like, okay, another ginger queen who's gonna make it her personality that she's a ginger. I wonder if we've seen that before. This is no shade to the gingers or anything. Y'all must be lovely people. I do love a good ginger
What are you
moment.
trying to say, Will?
I've
What are you
already
trying
seen.
to say, Will?
I've already seen the ginger thing with Ms. Jinx. I've seen the ginger thing with Ms. Copper. No shade to those queens, lovely individuals. But I do love this take with like the dolls, with like the, like having her twin sisters and whatnot. This is an amazing look. I love for the boot too. I love for the cute little hair accessory. I love the hair accessory moment. This dress is stunning.
I love the
And
boots. I love the hair. This is just never my favorite style of
the
dress.
shoes.
The shoes.
Like taking away just like my own personal preference, this isn't my favorite style of dress, but I do think it looks good. This is just isn't my favorite type of like dress in general, which like I have to be like, it looks good. Like I have to take my own personal taste away a little bit with this.
Yeah.
We gotta remain
Like,
unbiased.
How I'm comparing it. This isn't like a weird comparison, but like in the last podcast that's not out yet, there was a personal taste thing where I don't like a one-legged look, but I don't think the looks good. With this one, this isn't my favorite type of dress, but I think she looks good. There's a difference there, right? I can acknowledge it's not my favorite. It's not a style I like, but I can acknowledge she looks good.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can acknowledge that Weeby looks good. I don't get it for the category at all.
No.
Like, that's where I lose it. Like, I think she looks really good. I understood the story and I understood what she was going for. But for family photo, I think it's just a little bit too far away from the category.
Because why you dress as one of the twins from The Shining?
Literally, I'm like,
that's exactly what I thought.
If there had been something where she talked about like, oh, her twin sisters, and I'm like, okay, cool, I understand that. What does that have to do with you? Like, I don't get any of her from this look. That's just where I was frustrated a little bit. Whereas like the other three members of her house, I understood why they have this for this category. Pepper, I was a little confused at first, and then her literally birthing a Polaroid of her and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like,
Mama, that is camp. That is drag. I loved every moment of it.
After I was like,
oh
oh
no, there's like a white slip coming out of her dress. I was like, oh, it's just and then she like goes to Polaroid. I was like, okay, thank God. I was like, I thought there was like, something like hem it right or something.
Oh no.
There's a hem here. There's a hem there.
When it came to Miss Pepper, when I first saw the thing, I was like, okay, motherboard, come on, Cyber Chase.
Yeah, literally.
And then when like the Polaroid came out of her for Coochie, I was like, yes.
But is it fashion?
Ask Peppermint.
We forgot to bring that up. Someone mentioned it in the Drag-Vantage challenge. Is it fashion?
It was Maya, I think, who brought it up.
I think it was Maya, yeah. I like Shady's look. Again, I agree with you. As someone born and raised in Arizona, like these kinds of motifs, they're everywhere, and I love seeing queens embrace their heritage and their culture and what it means to be them. And I loved her story all throughout the episode, talking about her family. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for me, as much as I think the sentiment is absolutely there, the look just isn't. It's a black dress with flowers on it.
Mama brought out one of Zillowette's wigs from her wardrobe for this one.
Exactly. I'm like, I wish there was a little bit more to the look. And I feel the same way about Jenna. Like, I wish there was more. I liked the look itself. I don't like it with this wig. And I don't know if I like it with these boots either. But I think the idea of the dress is very creative. And I'll give her that. It just, it was very whelming for me.
I love the cut of the dress. I think it feels like I wish there were more flowers, and I wish like you said, Will, I wish the hair was just bigger or something.
It needs more.
I wish the hair was anything else. If I'm being honest, I wish it was anything else.
Oh my God, I don't know.
I love seeing someone who.
I'm not gonna make this comparison because she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I love seeing like a Latina queen like representing their culture. But I just wish it was more elevated. I just wish it wasn't just like flowers in the middle. I think I want to see the flowers straight down. I want to see like more of a dramatic eye maybe. And of course a more dramatic wig, like something styled. Do they even have a wig styling challenge? Like you probably could have asked Wig Zaddy to help you out there too.
I'm not going to comment. Anyway, scores. Shall we move to those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I thought in the chat.
No comment. Pepper, I'm going to be real. Pepper, my cup is full. I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah, full. This is full for me. This is definitely full for me. Actually, hold on. This is coming from my perspective. I'm overflowing for Pepper.
Oh, period. Okay.
I'm living my first overflow. Yes.
Yeah.
I am living for Pepper. I definitely want to see more of her. I'm excited. I was like, from thinking this was motherboard to being a whole Polaroid. Esme?
My basement is flooding. My cup is shaking. It's 100%. It's full.
Period. Oh, Miss Shady. Oh, no. I'm going to give Shady an 80.
83 for me. Just wish it was fuller, more exaggerated. Again, love the look, but I just wish it was a bit more exaggerated.
It's a 77 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna. It's going to be a 70.
It's a 60 for me.
It's a.
I just want to see, again, I want to see them at their best, but this just looks like you got a bunch of negative photos and put them on a 10 line. Go ahead, Esme.
She's there, so give her 60.
Mm-hmm.
Weeby. I'm going to give Weeby a 75 because she looks good. I don't like it for the category.
72.5 for me.
I'm gonna give it I think she looks good. Similar to Logan, I don't think it fits the category as much as it should. So I'm gonna give her a 75.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Lovin has an Harmonie.
Yes. And last we have the...
Oh no, one of them's kind of out of frame.
This is the best photo I could get.
I know. They should have. They could have.
Okay, we got to talk about the House of Glass. We've got Jessie Passis, Stony Mac,
Seance
Knows. I forgot her name. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Seance. I love you. Seance Knows and Phoenix Black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna jump to the photo making itself. Why was Jessie like directing everybody? I didn't get it. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get Jessie's look at all.
She ain't mother. She ain't big sister. This ain't big brother. You not watching everybody. Why were you directing them? Why were you directing them? You're not
play up the fact that like she was supposed to have more of a mother look, while the other two were supposed to kind of have like a more like teenager and like more teenager looks, I guess, based on like what their own descriptions of their looks were. But it didn't make sense. It was like the chin out. I was like, don't touch her. Don't.
And then I hate the way this is composed as a photo because you like Seance is dominating the middle. Phoenix is cut out of the damn photo. And then you have Jessie and Stony over on the side, just like as a couple. And like photographically, this doesn't make sense.
I don't see the family connection. I don't see the connection when it comes to this photo. When I look at this photo, I see there's one performer here, there's a drag duo from La Mastraga here, and then in the middle is probably the host. It looks like a promo photo.
Yeah, it just... Yeah, I think like I wish that Phoenix was in between. Oh my god, I'm blanking on all their names because I'm like trying to remember a bunch of names.
Seance.
Yes, like in between Seance and
Stony.
And Stony, yes. Like I wish because like there's a space there for her to be.
Yeah. I will say my favorite look out of all of these, hands down, is Seance.
Same.
I love this like twisted artistic play on this category. The only thing I wish is that the dress was a little bit more detailed, but I did love the way that it walked on the runway.
I think the movement of this dress was beautiful.
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 I wish the dress was a little bit more, but I get that it's supposed to mostly just be about the face and the paint, and the mug. I like it. I don't know if it's my favorite out of these.
Well, okay, the reason why it's my favorite out of this is because only 2 of these looks fit the category, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Miss Phoenix.
Mama.
What is this?
Why do we have 2 bodysuits and black boots on the stage?
See, I think Stoney played up the character.
It makes sense.
I understood Stoney's character.
Yes.
They're a rebellious child.
Exactly. Who the fuck is Phoenix trying to play, and who the fuck is Jessie trying to play?
Phoenix
I don't get it.
Phoenix is late for the Super Queen runway. That's what.
God, that part.
She's a
Super Queen.
I'm Alaska doing the drums.
See, now if this was on Super Queen, this would have been one of the best looks.
Absolutely.
But Mama, this is Call Me Mother. This is Call Me Mother.
Yeah, do we want to just go to scores?
Let's get the scores.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessie. I like the gown, so she's gonna get a 70 for me.
It's a cute gown. The body looks right. I'm gonna agree with Logan and give it a 70. I do hope that she elevates a little bit more. I would love to see more from them. Because I'm living for Jessie. Jessie kind of cute out of drag too. I'm kind of living.
Unlike Wil and Logan, I'm impartial on the gown. I'm impartial on the makeup. I'm impartial pretty much on all that she bought for this look. I think. So she'll go to 50 because I'm impartial on that. Feels like an impartial vote.
Valid. Stoney. I'm gonna give Stoney an 80.
I'll definitely give it an 80. They played along with the character that they decided to give themselves. I live for a rebellious, I live for like a rebellious child. That was never me, but parts of me wish it was me, but it was never me. 80.
Similar with Logan and Wil, I think, or what Logan said in the beginning, I think I didn't get the look at first in the theme until Stoney really played up the character. And I think that's something that Stoney's really good at, is playing up it. From what we were able to see, is Stoney's able to play up a character with their looks. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna fall into the same boat and give Stoney an 80.
Seance knows. I'm gonna give Seance a 90.
Mama, this is hard. I would definitely have to go with Logan. Oh wait, Logan's gonna really get much more comment. I do love the look, so I do love the look. I love the faces. I'm excited to see what else she brings. 95 for me.
Yeah, I like her look. I think thinking about it more and looking at everybody, she is probably I think for me fit the category the best out of everybody, with like the picture frame especially. I just wish that the dress itself was maybe a little bit more elevated. I loved how it moves. I love even in this picture how it's like billowing. But I'm gonna give it an 85.
Phoenix. It's gonna be a 75 because I think she looks good. But all of the artists that I didn't think fit the category necessarily are gonna get a 75 for this one if they look good. So Phoenix, I'm gonna give you a 75.
For me, I like the wig. The end. The wig is nice. It was a great wig. For the category, I'm gonna give this a 67.
Giving her 75 because we can only see 75% of her body.
I hate you, dumb bitch. You dumb
Also,
bitch.
wait. My thing is, with her character, this posing doesn't make sense with how she was talking about her character.
What is this pose?
This pose does not make
What
sense.
is any of this?
This posing doesn't make sense with how she was contextualizing the character to me. It just...
No.
Like, I know not everybody's supposed to pose like they're Power Rangers or whatever, or
But she's supposed
like
to be like an evil like villain. This is I don't get that. from this
Why is
show.
she the evil villain of the family?
Why is she the evil villain of the family?
I don't know.
Why is she like go home?
Why is she green?
Why is she green? Why is she the villain? Who fucked Monet?
Who fucked Monet? Oh my god. Let's move on to the performances, and first up is the House of Glass. Y'all talk about this whatever this was.
Oh, bye, Logan.
Anyways, this is my time to take over. I'm kidding. I would never take
This
over.
is your moment.
Have it. Okay, once again, I'm gonna highlight a bit. Stoney's doing a few things to me, which I kind of live for. I do love to see that there's like the trans tape there. I definitely love how Stoney was like open to like just being there just with a mullet and some swim shorts on on the stage. No heel, not even a sandal. Not even them comfy couture platform sandals. Not even that.
I hate this color of wig on Stoney.
I don't like it. They're not a blonde
I like the
to
style,
me.
but I hate the color on Stoney.
They're not a blonde to me. I don't think they're a blonde. Next to them we have Room Service and Ivy Elise Monroe.
Girl, no. Don't do Ivy like that.
Let me not do Ivy like that. And let me not do Room like that. I love her. Seance, this is cute. I live for the Miss Frizzle dress.
Yeah.
I was about to say this is Miss.
This is Miss Frizzle. All she needs is the ginger wig and we're good.
That part.
And a lizard on her shoulder.
I really didn't like this. I thought the only person that did a good job in this, honestly, was Seance.
Mm-hmm.
Seance
Because Seance was the only one that was given a role that could really be. Well, Seance was not the only one, but like I feel like Seance like really was able to take the role. I think Stoney wasn't given a role they could touch with at all.
Yeah.
Seance is giving. Go ahead.
Like it really revolved around Seance and the vampires. Like it didn't really revolve around Stoney, which was I think where they faltered. Not faltered, but I think that was harder for Stoney to critique because there wasn't a lot to be critiqued for Stoney.
Seance is definitely carrying the house. I definitely forgot what I was gonna say. Seance is gonna give the Sun from Teletubbies a run for their money. I did not enjoy this performance. I was like, okay, what's going on? Stoney's not being featured as much. Is this their time to go?
Did not realize that they were gonna have like a whole skit beforehand. So when they started talking, I was like, what the hell is happening?
I was so confused.
I was so confused because they did not give us context that they would be like doing like a skit with it.
They said prepare lipstick number 2, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Diamonds or whatever. Marina
and the Diamonds.
Lulu and the Lampshades.
Katrina and the Waves.
Katrina and the Waves. My apology, Katrina and her waves.
Serena and the Cha Cha.
Serena and those busted ass wigs.
How long you been doing hair for?
Not long enough.
I think Rasha O'Hare is the only girl that can make them Serena wigs look good.
Imagine if they were like, and you're a wig person, Serena Cha Cha.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, imagine if Call Me Mother was in the US and their wig provider would have been Wigs and Grace or Delta Work.
Actually, yes, Delta. Give Delta the work. I mean, she doesn't need it anymore because she
Emmy Award winning hairstylist, Delta Work.
Just don't bring in Raven with dark mode and we'll be okay.
Oh no, ma'am.
Just don't show Delta a Subway sandwich.
They put so much mayo. I have to ask for a line of mayo because otherwise they just go.
And she looked at me and said, just a bit of mayo. She went,
I hate when that happens. No, I can definitely
I
relate
don't
to
know what was going
Dulcet.
on. I don't know what was going on at the Subway University, the Sandwich Academy.
Anyway, we can move on from this.
Next caller. Mm-hmm.
The House of Harmony.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just saw what I should. Pepper's look just clicked that, like, I think it's the bright green with the blue shorts. It looks like thrown together costume of Buzz Lightyear.
Oh my God. Don't do that to Lucinda Mew.
I think she looks good. I think it was just like, she was like, oh, wait.
I'm going to be honest. I am surprised how they got the highest score of the evening.
I think it's Pepper. I think it was because just Pepper. That must be the reason.
Pepper is the only person I remember doing anything in the skit.
Pepper's
I remember the other ones doing things in the skit because they were bad.
Pepper was kind of carrying.
I really don't remember Bug Bite Girl at all.
No.
I didn't get the bottle mom or whatever. I do like the hairy chest. I live for a queen who goes for. I live for an artist who goes full Chewbacca chest. Shout out to all the Hairy Marys.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, if this was judged individually, Pepper would have won.
Mm-hmm.
No question. I'm gonna save my comment for when we talk about the elimination.
Yeah.
Because I have a comment specifically regarding one person here. The looks are all cute. Mm-hmm. I got the story when they said it in the mothership, and then in the performance, I didn't really get it as much because Shady's lines weren't coming through. Weavy was doing the best that she could with what she was given, and Jenna was Jenna. So, yeah. We can move on.
It might be lights out for Jenna at this point. Oh. I had so much faith in her episode 1, but judging by episode, is it wrong to have a shift of a person by the end of after 1 episode or 3 episodes?
No. I had that with Elliot.
I had that a bit with Miss Minty Tight, Minty Clean, Minty Fresh, Minty Drop.
That part. Well, ironing board is a shape, well.
Shout out Miss Reyes' son.
Oh my God.
Ironing board is a shape.
Let's talk about Dulcet. This... Also, I'm going to be real honest. All 3 of these performances kind of whelmed me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
not even going to lie. I'm very whelmed. I thought this was the best one in my personal opinion, but my issue is I got it when they were talking about it in the mothership, and I got it, and I thought it was really cute. How did Justin die?
And did Michaela die?
No, Michaela ran off because, so they're doing the tour guide, and Amara is supposed to be this tour guide that, causes bad shit to happen. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it felt like all of the bad stuff that happened was just crammed at the end of the performance.
I had to go back and watch because as Michaela was freaking out because her giddy stuff, that's when Justin fell. Mm-hmm. But you couldn't see, you could only see it, but because it was happening at the same time as Michaela.
Yeah, because Maya fell from she slipped on, I think it was essential oils.
I think she did perfume. I thought she was doing perfume or something.
I thought it was a perfume or an essential oil or something.
Maybe it was
because Karen. It could have been. I thought it was for a second. I was like, Miss Ma'am.
I think it would have been easier if maybe her shoe broke or something, and she
sure.
I do enjoy. I did kind of enjoy this rendition of Squirrel Script 2.
Oh my god.
Um,
Featuring Justin a bit.
featuring Justin a bit. I did live also for Michaela continuing the couture family tradition of a brown panty. Because when the moment, because the moment Lucy,
I mean,
because
she
the
was
moment
given
Lucy,
a brown panty.
because the moment Lucinda was talking in the mic, she being like, "I got you a bra and a smaller version of that bra." I was like, "All right, couture family tradition. I see you." Now we just need Isis on a. Now we just need Isis on a brown panty and we're good.
Isis, I went. Well, she wouldn't have known, but I hope Isis walks in to Canada versus the World in a bra and panty. Could you imagine?
It'll be better than that lampshade she walked in Canada.
When she comes in a brown panty and it just says "winner, winner" on her boobs.
Winner, winner, and then chicken dinner in the back.
Period.
Or poutine dinner. Justin and this wig. Happy that he had some kind of moment being like, "Oh my god, this is my first wig, my wig change."
Well, they could have given Justin a much better wig for his first wig. This is.
I'm like, please go back to being hot with your natural hair. Thank you.
What is this Eric Matthews wig?
Oh my god.
I did like the pen broken in the shirt.
I like that too. The subtle touches were good. Amara here looks spectacular. I love the visor. I love the high pony. I love where this dress falls.
I love that it's a high side pony.
I'm a sucker for a ponytail.
That part.
I'm a sucker for a ponytail. I live for her. I definitely see her as like a tour guide character. Like she could probably be in like one of the next Bridesmaids movies or something.
That part.
And then we'll get into Maya Fox as Josephine from Open to All in Brooklyn.
Oh my god, stop.
Actually, no shade to Josephine. Love her down. The Karen wig moments in the mothership, I was like, I thought y'all was gonna give her the Kate plus 8 hair for a second.
No, and instead they gave her Teresa Giudice.
Teresa Caputo to be specific.
Shit, no, that's who I meant. Not this. It's
giving Robin from Potomac.
Oh my god. No, it's giving Teresa Caputo. And I was I'm sorry. Like, is Teresa Caputo a Karen?
I don't know.
But she can talk to them. Who knows? Yeah, I thought this was the best group of the three, but I was still kind of confused by some choices that were made.
Yeah, I think I wish that if Justin, when I thought that Michaela was going to die, because they said they were. I thought that Michaela and the tour guide that were all going to die because they said that in their workroom. So I was waiting for all of them.
Well, Peppermint said someone should die.
Okay.
And then I guess it was Maya and Justin.
Mm-hmm. And I wish that maybe Justin's death came in with maybe him running after Michaela and tripping.
I wish we had seen anything of Justin's death. Honestly, other than him, I wish we'd seen anything from him other than him knowing the choreography but just not performing it as well as he could have.
Mm-hmm. But he was also performing it while holding a phone.
That is difficult, and I will give him props for that because
he was texting as he was doing it.
Literally,
yeah. I thought he was a disinterested dad who was more invested in the work than being with the family.
Well, that was the character, and he sold it. So, props to you. I was gonna say Mama, but
Papa,
Daddy.
We'll say Daddy, sure.
Okay.
So we find out.
Okay,
we find out in between the runway and the challenge that 2 people are going home. It is a double eviction on Call Me Mother.
They said we're gonna have 5 people in 2 episodes.
Well, thank you for the information, Arissa Cox.
This is not.
I was like 5 people in 2 episodes. Shit.
Y'all are not Graham. You are not Graham Norton. You can't just.
Well, it makes me think. It makes me think, how many episodes are we going to get? Are we only getting 8 again? Because season 1 was only 8 episodes.
I know there's some tea. I heard some tea from Michaela, I heard some tea from Michaela on the Twitter space yesterday. The same, it was the Twitter space before shit went down. Michaela was in the space. She talked about that there's gonna be like 8 or 9 episodes. There's gonna be a reunion episode.
Okay.
And then of course one of the hosts decided to be messy and be like, who did Michaela not like? I'm excited to see the relationship between Michaela and Weeby, because there was some tea that Michaela didn't like Weeby at some point. But things are like going well now, I would say.
I love you and your paper fan, Esme. I'm gonna be real.
Thank you.
So after
Is it crafty?
is it fashion? No.
Is it fashion?
Oh my god.
We need Dawn and their burps, because they know how to burp on command.
I know that. Well, so does Esme, apparently. Anyway, since only one house is safe, we find out that the top house of the week is the House of Dulcet, as it should be.
As they should have been the top in the runway category and the...
So here's the breakdown of the scores. So Dulcet took the win this week with a runway score of 32 and a performance score of 30. Harmonie was in second by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
1 singular point. They had a runway score of 30 and a performance score of 31, which means somebody gave them a 9.
9?
With that choreography mess up from Je ne sais pas? Okay. And then House of Glass came in third for the week, a runway score of 29 and a performance score of 30. So all the performances were either 30 or 31.
This is a tragedy.
Yes. So Barbada and Crystal have to eliminate.
Well, I guess this will go to Wil, because you watched season 1, right?
No, I only know the results of season 1.
Oh, never mind.
What was the question?
What happens if 2 houses tie? Like, what if the two houses?
I don't know.
I don't think it ever happened.
I just didn't know, like, if they know that, or imagine if they
it would probably get broken either by the other house mother or by Farra and Landon. Maybe.
But if Dallas had the control.
No, he can just stay cute and white. So we lose 2 artists. Barbada and Crystal both have to send someone home. And we lose Miss Shady and Stony Mac, which I was gagged.
Mm-hmm.
This is no shade. I think everybody in the House of Glass is very entertaining. However, Jenna should have gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was tired of
the look was not up to par, and the performance was not good, and she should have gone home.
Mm-hmm. That look could have gotten you chopped anywhere else. I know Barbada. Ooh, we can talk about it. I know Barbada was getting so emotional on her Whitney Houston. She was getting so emotional, like very upset. I was like feeling for her. I was about to like, oh no, now she about to make me cry too. I was like, was it that hard of a decision to get rid of Miss Shady?
Well, okay. I actually disagreed with both eliminations.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it should have been Jenna and Phoenix.
Phoenix had so many like interviews this episode. I was like, are they going home? What's the tea?
But we got Shady and Stoney's stories, so I was like, well, shit.
I thought it should have been Jessie and Miss Shady.
Gag. Yula. That's valid though, I get that.
I like Jessie.
I like Jessie too. I just don't think anybody in that house performed well except for Seance.
Like, I think saying really anybody besides Seance is kind of a valid person to go home on that side.
And it's kind of a gag that Seance was chosen last.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's kind of a gag that Stoney went home and despite getting 3 got all 3 people.
The only person.
And then won the mini challenge this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't understand, bitch. Don't understand. I don't understand why Crystal sent Stoney home. I really don't get it. Because Stoney definitely was not the worst performer of the group in either runway or talent. So
What
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
was Phoenix doing? Phoenix wasn't cooperating with the family.
But I am sad to lose both of these artists.
Mhm. I think I'm also particularly sad to lose Stoney because it's like one of the only like now we only really have one.
We only have one masculine presenting drag character now.
Mm-hmm. Because we lost Newfoundland, and then we lost Stoney Mac.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Next week is a safety dance challenge. Is that a Canadian thing? I don't know if I'm just an ignorant American over here.
It's a PSA, but like a dance.
I don't know.
Maybe I can
Look
ask.
both ways when you're crossing the street so you don't get hit by a car.
I'm excited to see what it is, and I'm excited to talk about it next week. But well, that's that on that. Will, you made it through your first pod.
Yay!
You will be seeing more of Will, so go follow him. Go follow Esme. We will.
We will. I'm already living. I feel like Nancy Jones right now.
Yes. Make sure to follow all of us. Make sure to follow @thecup_reality because I finally decided to start posting weekly schedules again. So, yeah. So, make sure to follow for all of our drag content, all of our non-drag content, this, that, and the third. And cheers. We should cheers with the fans. I feel like that feels correct.
Yeah. It feels correct.
Correct. Ma'am.
Shut up.
Miss Mama.
Miss Mama.
Do not.